Chapter 8. More Than Friends. You slip into the bathroom, heart still racing from reading Sam's texts. I have to call her back before she actually calls the police. The morning light filtering through the frosted window catches your reflection, and you look around as frantic as you feel. Deep breaths just explain everything. Your phone buzzes yet again. Sam's determined to get in touch with you. It's Sam. Answer immediately. Sam, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Where the hell have you been? My mom's about to call the police. She was convinced you were... She cuts herself off, exhaling in a rush. Her voice is thick when she speaks again. I thought you were dead. I know. I'm sorry. It's a long story, but I haven't had service in a while. Okay, though. I'm learning a lot about myself, and I met someone. Wait, what? Someone? As in someone special someone? Yeah, as in someone special. But don't get too worked up over it, okay? I'll get as worked up as I damn well please. After worrying me half to death, you owe me details. What's this mysterious person like? He's my roadside hero. He's someone I wasn't expecting, unlike anyone I've ever been with. Your voice goes soft, remembering the journey here. I wrecked my car in the storm, everything was so dark and scary, and then there he was. You crashed? Are you okay? Better than okay. We're in the tiny town now, waiting for the bus. Who are you, and what have you done with my cynical best friend? I know. But sometimes the worst night ever turns into something right. Wait, so who is this guy, really? Are you sure you can trust him? If you're bringing a serial killer to my wedding, I'm going to come back from the dead and haunt you. He's not a murderer, Sam. His name's Bradley.thor. You can look him up. Bradley.thor has gotta be a fake name. You'd think that, but no. It's real. Everything about him is real. You tell Sam an abridged version of your whirlwind journey with Bradley thus far. By the end, you're out of breath. Sam is hanging on your every word. Oh my god, you like him. Like him. Taylor, this is so great. You found someone you actually rely on. Honestly, Sam, I can't stop thinking about him. I've been with him all day and night, but I still miss him during the moments when we aren't together. Oh my god, you're actually smitten. I've never heard you this excited. That's because Bradley is different. Really different. In the best way possible. I'm so glad. You deserve someone solid in your life after the hell Mike put you through. I can't wait to meet Mr. Thor at the wedding. The wedding? Oh, hang on, Sam. He and I haven't talked about that. No excuses. First you vanish, then you meet someone special enough to make you believe in love again? It must be pretty incredible to get past those walls of yours. You can hear the smile in her voice, but there's worry underneath. You know Sam wants you to be happy. He is incredible, and you'll see for yourself at the wedding. Just get here safe, okay? With the dress and him. About that. It's being delivered separately. Is it being delivered by Turtle? I thought it would have been delivered by now. What? By who? Where is it now? Bradley knows a seamstress who could bring it straight to the lodge. She's already on her way. There was no way I was hiking through the woods with a couture gown. It'll be there in time. It better be. If that dress doesn't make it, I will. Or it will, I promise. Love you, and we'll both see you soon. You hang up the phone and take a deep breath. Telling someone about your wild adventure with Bradley felt freeing. Like it's more real now than someone else knows about us. You step into the bathroom lighter than you felt in days. Bradley's leaning against the dresser, his shirt rumble, his hair tousled from sleep, his eyes flick to you, amused. I assume that was Sam on the phone? Yep. She's dying to meet you. When I told her about you, I could practically feel her levitating through the phone. Oh, sounds like I have some big expectations to live up to. Don't worry too much about it. I'll be sure to protect you if she interrogates you. If nothing else, I can turn up the charm to 11 and try to win her over. You will, once she sees how happy we are together. You clear your throat, shifting closer to Bradley. He rests a hand on your waist automatically. So, there's something else. Sam wants me to bring you to the wedding. Oh wow, Taylor, that's, a lot of pressure, I know. I can tell her it's too soon. Rests his free hand on the side of your neck, giving you a warm, affectionate look. It's not what I was gonna say. I'm more than happy to go to the wedding as your date. I'll just have to figure out a suit situation once I get to the lodge. You're stunned. You thought Bradley would think you're being too eager, too clingy by inviting him to a wedding. I really need to learn that my expectations for men were set abysmally low. What happening over there? You're going on a face journey. It's nothing, just grateful to have you. Aside from the fact that I literally might not have survived the crash, I don't think I'd be able to survive the wedding without you either. You would have been just fine. But if I can bridge the gap between just fine and great, then I'm happy to help. You're definitely doing wonders in that department. You gather yourself, preparing to check out the motel. As you watch Bradley shoulder his pack, you sigh. Bradley's special. He's never let me down the way Mike did. You've known him for all of 2 minutes, I'm just saying. You have some time to kill before the bus arrives, so you and Bradley explore town as little as you wait. Bradley walks beside you while Koki investigates every storefront with enthusiastic sniffs. I bet Casey's dying to see us again. Interested in saying hi before we head out? Hey, I could always use a little retail therapy. Koki stops to inspect a scuffed cowboy boot outside of a thrift store, tail wagging. Hey, come on, buddy. Let's go charm the locals. The scent of leather and cedar fill the air as you step inside. Behind the counter, Casey barely glances up from their magazine, boots kicked up, rings flashing. Oh, look what the wind dragged back. Didn't think I'd see you two again so soon. Business is slow, you know. Luckily we're here to break up the monotony. I didn't want to leave you lonely. Koki trots up, tail wagging, sniffing at the counter's edge. If you came here looking for a fresh fit, I'm sorry to say you snagged the nicest duds we got in here. Just wanted to stop back in and say hi before our bus comes. Oh, thank God, because I could use a distraction from all the hard work I've been doing. Feel free to hang out as long as you want. Find some way to entertain yourself. You and Bradley skim through the aisles, keeping Casey company as you check out the merchandise. Pick up this watch, hat, those mittens. Hat. We don't have one. You pick up a brown fedora and mime, putting over your head so you can tip it. What do you think, Bradley? Interested in wearing this to the wedding? Yeah, no. It's not exactly the vibe I want to give off. What, you don't want to be like Raymond Reddington? Come on now. I don't know, but sometimes I think your charm could be nerfed a bit. A fedora would definitely do the trick there. How? Oh, Raymond, get him. Get him. Casey laughs brightly. You and Bradley continue milling around, checking on the thrift store. Wow, you've got a diverse display, Casey. That's the fun of thrift stores. From handkerchiefs, handcuffs, we've got everything. I don't think I want to know where the handcuffs came from. The shop becomes your playground as you and Bradley weave through the cramped aisles. Amid the chaos, Bradley pauses at the jewelry counter and picks up a ring, vintage and gleaming. Oh, it's pretty. Let him take your hand. Without warning, he takes your left hand and slides it onto your ring finger. I figured I better stake my claim before someone else realizes what they're missing. You laugh and roll your eyes, even as your stomach does a funny little flip. So we're married now. Didn't even get a proposal or anything. I make it memorable. Promise you that. Is that so? Filing that away for future reference. Go ahead, you can hold me to my word. Well, I guess this means you're stuck with me. There are much, much worse fates. Like a bear. There's plenty of women who go, I choose the bear, right? Moving on. Y'all should have registered here. I have a toaster that probably works, and a ceramic pig. We're sample folk. Just need the pig. Right, darling? Bradley calls you darling with the thickest drawl he can muster. What is that accent? Need I remind you that you're a born and bred Californian? Yeah, well, my California and yours might as well be two different countries. You laugh, but balk when Bradley puts the ring down on the counter. Ring us up, Case. Anything for the happy couple. Bradley, it's a memento. You didn't have to fake propose to me and buy the fake engagement ring. Of course I did. It's a fun memento of your trip. Bradley slides the bill across the counter and something shifts in your chest. A fake engagement with a real ring. What exactly are we playing at? Just remember, all sales are final. Bradley gives you a warm, affectionate look that makes the pounding of your heart even faster. Trust me, I don't plan on making any returns. After a little while, you and Bradley say goodbye to Casey and head out of the shop. You admire the ring, this silly prop that suddenly feels weighty with meaning. You keep staring at it. I'm trying to decide if it's hideous or perfect. Really? Now you think hideous. Cookie trots between you and Bradley, tongue lolling, tail swinging in approval. Either way, you're still wearing it. The bus station comes into view, a simple wooden shelter with a weathered bench. 2 tickets to Heartwood Lodge coming right up. You don't have to buy my ticket, Bradley. Consider it my wedding gift to Sam. I'm sure she'd rather her best friend be taken care of. The station worker hands you both your bus tickets and you take them. Ticket B0245. This ticket entitles the holder to the entrance to the lodge. You sit on the bench with Bradley as the sun dips lower, waiting for the bus. I should probably take this ring off before we get there. I want to give Sam a heart attack. What, you don't think she'll believe our whirlwind thrift store romance? The funny thing is, she totally will. She always said I needed someone to pull me out of my head. The wild card to your overthinking. I would love that. You bump his shoulder with yours, grinning. Someone to make me stop analyzing everything for once. You knew what you were getting into when you said I do at the clearance rack. You know, I never thought I'd be someone's fake husband. No? Not even for tax purposes? Nah. Had to wait for the right scam to come along. A comfortable silence settles between you, broken only by a distant bird song. Yeah. You ever think about it, though? What, tax fraud? Jesus. Yes, Al Capone. Marriage. The real kind. I guess, sometimes, maybe. With the right person, if it felt real. Like a thrift store ring and a shotgun proposal. You laugh, but there's something soft in his eyes. Real like this thing between us. Yeah, I get it. A quiet moment stretches between you, heavy with possibility. All this talk about marriage makes me think about what I actually want. There's something vulnerable in his admission, something you've never heard from him before. Because of before, or of what happened with your past relationship? The ring catches the light and his eyes follow it, his expression unguarded. Sometimes I wonder if I got it all wrong before. Marriage or not, I want to have that someone to settle down and not be alone. It seemed like a fantasy before, but no. Your heart skips at the raw honesty in his voice. He trails off, but if I can approach this tactfully, maybe we can have a real conversation about the future. Open up about marriage. Riley's usual smirk softens as he watches you twist the ring on your finger. Marriage is a tricky subject, huh? He tilts his head, considering you with warm eyes. I'm just trying not to spook you. We haven't had a chance to talk about... You trail off, unsure how to broach the subject of his last engagement. Thankfully, he seems comfortable. Didn't say I couldn't see it. Getting engaged again. It's just... I never found anyone who made me want to. I've seen the wrong kind of forever close up. I get it. Mike and I weren't engaged, but we were on that track. It's hard to course correct with our disaster in my brain. I know the feeling. Like, it didn't work out before, so why should it this time? Does that mean you're not into the idea of marriage? I think... marriage isn't the goal for me. I don't know anymore. I want that someday. I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle. If I meet the right person, I meet the right person. Until then, like, listen, I'm single, so... I know... I found peace being single. And yeah, some days it sucks being alone, but... It's better than investing in the wrong person, right? I want that someday. We'll just go with that. I want the whole thing. The commitment, choice, the ceramic pig. Especially the ceramic pig. You deserve that. The pig, promise, forever. All of it. So, you and that Mike guy you talked about forever? Yeah. We fought about it a lot, actually. Your fingers tighten on the ring. He always said he wasn't ready. Needed more time, more life. Thing is, I was never pressuring him to propose. I just wanted to know where we were. Committed to each other. Making an honest go of things. Meanwhile, I could barely get the guy to share a Spotify account with me. Yeah, no, those kinds suck. It was exhausting. When I didn't commit to him, it was like I'd done some horrible crime. But when I asked for the slightest bit of commitment from him, then you were the unreasonable one. I get that, believe me. You get that? You mean you had the same experience? Yes and no. My ex, I didn't have back and forth with her like you had with Mike, but mismatched expectations were a huge issue. Neither of us was clear enough. I never felt pressured by her, but I felt that she had this secret ultimatum she never told me. Ugh, that's exhausting. Mike would do that to me too sometimes. Fortunately for us, I think neither of us like to play games. With Mike, it was never about ultimatums, about an engagement. It wasn't about marriage at all. It was about someone choosing me. And not just once, but over and over again for the rest of your lives. His fingers brush over yours, touching the gaudy ring. The light catches in your eyes, and as he looks at you, something unguarded in his expression. For what it's worth, I think he's a damn idiot. You're the most choosable person I ever met. And you're a real sweet talker. You know what's funny? I feel like I've known you for forever now. His gaze drops to the ring still on your finger. Cheap, but somehow perfect now. They keep harping on the fact that it's fucking cheap and everything. Like, oh god. We're gonna talk about this at the end. Obviously, I'm not proposing marriage here, but I'm not pretending when I say I like you, Taylor, a whole hell of a lot. I'd choose you for as long as you let me. When you say stuff like that, I have no choice but to kiss you senseless. Bring it on. Slow and sweet. You lean in, slowly cupping his face with gentle hands. No more pretending. Your lips meet his, soft, deliberate, making every second count. His arms wrap around you, drawing you closer with surprising tenderness. Real enough for you? Getting there. As you pull away, the ring catches the light, still gaudy, but unmistakably yours. I'm going to drown myself. Gaudy, cheap, we get it. You know what? What? Real or not, I like seeing that on your finger. Forever used to terrify me, but with him, some things just fit, even when they shouldn't. Maybe that's the best kind of forever. The kind you don't see coming. The thrift store ring glints in the fading light, a promise neither of you meant to make. The rumble of an engine cuts through the air. The bus appears down the road, kicking up dust. Come on, fake fiancé. Time to catch our chariot. Wait, it's leaving. The door starts to close with a harsh hiss of brakes. Oh, no you don't. You grab Bradley's arm and sprint, Cookie barking and bounding ahead. Run faster. I am running. Not fast enough. Bradley reaches the door first, catching it with one hand and holding you beside him. You stumble into his chest, laughing. You two always this dramatic? He brings out the worst in me. What about the dog? A while later, the bus rumbles along the winding road, pines blurring past the windows. Bradley sits beside you, arm draped over the back of your seat in that effortless way he always has. Nervous? Just hoping Sam and your friends don't eat me alive. I'm hoping they do. Hilarious. Don't you have any other sympathy for me at all? Relax, would you? You always talk about yourself like some uncivilized mountain man. You're actually a lot more charming than you give yourself credit for. Cookie barks once, tail thumping against the floor. See, even Cookie agrees. Just be yourself. That's the most non-advice of all time. It is not. You're a charming, authentic person. With Sam, you really just need to be straightforward and polite. I think I can manage both on a good day. What's my prize if I survive the best friend inspection? You get to continue dating me? Well now that's the best prize of all. Cookie shifts its feet, letting out a sleepy whine as the sun warms his fur. There's a nervous edge still curling tight under your ribs, but you've got this. Bradley will be there. Hey, thanks for coming with me. I know weddings are a lot. You kidding? I want to be there. You're my people. Makes sense to me, yours. How do you want to sell it when we roll up +1 mysterious wedding crasher? We should... Say you're my +1. Sam already knows you're coming anyway. I'm sure she's informed everyone else. Yeah. I guess there's nothing wrong with the good old-fashioned truth. A loud sputter interrupts the moment. The bus shudders and rolls to a miserable stop. Steam billows underneath the hood as passengers groan collectively. The engine makes one final sickly wheeze and everyone files off the bus. Damn it! Not again! Anyone here know how to fix an engine? Shouldn't you know? You're the driver, damn it! I know the basics with this. I've never had to fix something this bad before. Well, somebody's gotta know something about engines. I watched this with some online tutorials once. Oh, this is so lame. We're literally stranded. You see the problem. Steam rising from a cracked hose. The fan belt visibly loose. Mechanic won't be here for hours if they come at all. Unless you have a miracle in your back pocket, we're not going anywhere fast. Bradley leans in, mutters in your ear, low enough that the others can't hear him. I bet we could fix that engine. You want to take a crack at it? Otherwise, it looks like we're hoofing it the rest of the way. Tee-hee, why is everyone wearing the same outfit as me, but the different colors? Just saying. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it now. We do the diamond choice, then we arrive at the lodge, and then our ex, you know, is like, oh, there she is, and then it'll cliffhanger to the next chapter. You just know it is. You notice Bradley eyeing the steam with concern. The ring on your finger catches the light as you stand. I might be able to help. Yeah, there's nothing we can't do. The driver tosses you a multi-tool. Worn, but familiar in your palm. Is this the AI's version of a multi-tool? Because that's cute. Get to work. Just saying. All yours, hero. Can't make it much worse than it already is. The hood creaks open, the heat hits. Burnt, cool, and hot metal, and something acrid. Hiss. That bloody sound like a snake. Hiss steam hisses angrily from deep inside. The belt's slack, a hose is torn. How did she see... Wait, stop. Before the diamond choice, how did she see that? I'm just asking for you guys watching. My truck's battery looked like that once. Took me 3 tries to get it right. The battery terminals look like they haven't been cleaned since Nixon was president. So, Doc, what'd you learn about engines? My uncle. Spent a summer with him when I was 14. He taught me everything he knew. Oh, lucky us. So what's the diagnosis? He spotted the immediate problem. The fan's belt's so loose it practically is decorative. Belts first. If this slips anymore, we're not going anywhere. First You can't really adjust the tension of a belt. You either have to replace the shit, or... Yeah. I want to just go with adjust the tension. You flip open the worn multi-tool, finding the right attachment for the bolt. Adjust the belt tension. Sure, we'll go with that. Magic, guys, magic. You angle it... You angle it into position, your hands remembering the motion. Other passengers crane their necks to watch. Careful now, you'll strip the bolt. Shut the fuck up and sit down. Oh, hush, Earl. Let them work. Bradley leans in close, his chest brushing your shoulders he watches. Need a hand? No, that's literally how I handle people that are unwanted out of my circle, right? Yeah, no, it's how I handle their advice. When it's something like this and you're under a high pressure, yeah, just watch and learn, mountain man. The heat scalds your knuckles as you crank it, but you don't stop until it gives. Oh, hey, it's exactly like in the video I watched. You can shut up too. Yeah, except she's actually doing what she actually knows what she's doing. The belt, you test the belt, it spins with a steady whir. My uncle would always say a loose belt's like a loose promise. Not good to anyone. Oh, damn. Handy and full of wisdom. That's not fair. His eyes flick to your scalded knuckles, his voice dipping softer. You good? Better than good. One problem down. Oh, well, damn. That sounds better already. Still got that leak, though. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Now sit your ass down. One thing at a time, Earl. You wipe your hands clean, adrenaline sparking now. The familiar work brings back the memories of that summer. After Mom and Dad split, Uncle Jack's garage was the only place that made sense. Hey, where'd you go just now? Will you get the hell out of my head? Creepy. Just remembering that summer wasn't just about cars. Yeah, it sounds like your uncle knew exactly what you needed. A sharp hiss of steam draws your eye. Coolant sprays from a split hose. Oh, that doesn't look good. Bradley, could you keep them back? Listen, it's your only goddamn job at this point. No, but I know how to fix it. I gotta have fun with this shit, okay? I'm just having a bad day. I gotta have some fun with it. Let me know if you laughed. Next, I should clamp and seal the tear, bypass the line entirely. Clamp and seal the tear. The multi-tools pliers will work perfectly for the clamp. What, are you gonna leave it there? Just saying. You grab a metal clamp and tape. Thank God. Pressing the clamp over the tear and the hose is slick with coolant. Oh hey, I've seen this trick! I swear to God. There's a difference between watching it and doing it. Steam scalds your knuckles as you work. Bradley moves closer, shielding you from the spray. Thanks. Uncle Jack taught me this one after I complained about burning my hands. Ah, smart uncle. Your breath catches as he leans in, watching your hands work. How exactly does he shield you from the spray? Just go ahead. Well, that's not gonna hold. Earl, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna put these pliers in your mouth. Earl, I swear, one more word. You crank the multi-tool tight, this softens, then stops. Oh, hell of a patch job. Hot. Literally. His eyes drop your scalded knuckles, his thumb brushing yours lightly. You always this stubborn about burning yourself? Only when I've got something to prove. You straighten up, wiping sweat from your brow, the engine looking better, but... two down, still won't start though. I guess, I remember more than watching repairs than I thought. The battery's looking rough. Probably needs replacing entirely. We've got to at least try. You know who hasn't talked this entire time? That other girl. Anyway, you study the corroded terminals, remembering Uncle Jack's voice. Sometimes the simplest fix is the right one. Yeah, that look means you've got an idea. Maybe. These terminals are filthy, but... that's as far as my internet mechanic skills take me. You know, there's a reason why you don't have a name. You'd be nameless if I dragged your unconscious corpse out to a bear. Show us what you got, Doc. I'll scrub the terminals clean. Jump-start it manually. Scrub the terminals clean. The multi-tool's flat edge will make perfect work of this corrosion. Clean the battery's terminal. You flip it open, tackle the crusted terminals. The grit cracks under your fingers. You really know what you're doing, don't you? Uncle Jack always said batteries are like people. Sometimes they just need a good cleaning. Congratulations, I like you. You'll stay alive. Your hands work steadily. Memories of that summer garage giving you confidence. The whole bus seems to hold its breath as you make the final adjustment. Come on! Hey, look, it's you, the quiet one. Steady. A second stretch, and then the engine roars to life. The tension breaks into celebration. Oh, she's alive. Oh, thank God, that was intense. Never doubted you for a second. You can't help but grin at the pride in his voice. The engine settles into a smooth, steady purr as the passengers burst into applause. Well, hell, couldn't have done this without you. Keep the tool. It suits you. You pocket the multi-tool, touched by the gesture. Not bad for someone who usually just calls AAA. Huh. Well, don't sell yourself short. Your uncle would be proud. Yeah, they'd probably say I need more practice. Remember, or remind me never to underestimate those lessons is. Bradley watches you wipe the grease off your hands, his expression both amused and heated. You know what seeing you fix engines does to you? I don't know, get yours roaring? Oh, you could have done any other pun, but we got, makes me wonder what else those hands can do. I keep being nice and you just might find out. Uh-huh. Back on the bus, the engine hums steadily beneath you. The sunset paints the windows in amber and gold. Okay, now we're cooking. Next stop, Heartwood Lodge. Earl, remember when we used to fix up that old Chevy of yours? Oh, yeah. You'd always tell me I was doing it wrong. Because you were. Their bickering fades in the background as Bradley's arm settles alongside your seat back. You try to hide a yawn, but he catches it. Come here. He lifts his arm in invitation, and you hesitate, only a moment before sliding closer. Get some rest. I'll wake you when we get there. I guess it wouldn't hurt to close my eyes for a little. His thumb traces lacy circles on your shoulders, your eyes grow heavy, the sunset paint and pines blurring past. Next time, my best friend's wedding. You fall asleep with Bradley's arm around you, dreaming of the Heartwood Lodge. Oh no, we didn't even get to the whole, X coming out and be like, there you are, okay. Well, anyway, first and foremost, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Especially if you enjoy, I made you laugh, yada yada yada. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. So here we go. Here we go. I'm sure you guys are bracing yourself for this one. If you're still here, thank you. So, first and foremost, am I the only one who's tired of it? Being constantly reminded by not just this app, but society about money. Money, it's cheap, it's gaudy, it's this, it's that, it's just everything else. I'm a person I'm not much a materialistic person, right? I don't do Nikes and big expensive shoes and big outfits and everything else like that. In my life, I've only owned 2 suits. And pretty much I don't wear high fashion or whatnot, right? I enjoy what makes me comfortable. And I don't give a shit about what society thinks or sees or whatnot, right? As long as it's me and it's comfortable. And, I'll just go and say this. Love is not all about materialistic shit, because here's the thing is, one day, right, you could be a gorgeous woman. And the reason why I'm making this example, because I'm a guy. You could be a gorgeous woman, right? Great looking ass, great tits, beautiful face. Doesn't really need makeup, right? But uses makeup nonetheless, because for whatever reason, a lot of women do that. Oh, she gets breast cancer. She has to have her breasts cut off. Are you going to love her any less because her breasts get chopped off? No. Like, that's love to me, right? So, I see these people who go out and they get a ring for their girl, and it's the best that they can afford at the time, right? And a lot of people don't realize this, but they'll like, for instance, like, they'll have a really tiny little gem in it, but it means a lot to her, but everybody's like, wow, that's the best he can get for you? Like, hey, psst, jackass, hi. As a person who has known a lot of successful marriages, we're talking about marriage until someone dies type of marriages, right? Not, hey, they were married for 3 years, but they broke up because they didn't feel well, or they separated. Or they were married for 15 years old, but they only stayed together because of the kids. No, I'm talking about marriages for literally until one or the other died, right? the old school type of marriages. So basically, we're talking a minimum of 20 years to 40 years, okay? Did you know did you know you can renew your vows? I know, shocking. Did you know that as your marriage goes on, do you know that your significant other or spouse can go out and buy you a new ring? And so you can either continue to wear the old one along with the new one on that finger, and you can look down and be like, wow, we came from this, and this is where we're at. And we're still together. We've been married 5 years, 10 years. Like, could you imagine doing that like every maybe 5 or 10 years? As like, here's a new engagement ring. I'm renewing my vows to you. This is how much I love you. We've been together for 5 or 10 years or 20 or 30 and doing something like that. Did you know you can do that? You can increase the size of the ring. Do you know what you can't do? Right? Is keep effing around and finding out whether they're the right person for you, or whether you can get a bigger ring, or a bigger rock, or a bigger house, or a bigger car, or a bigger dick. I'm so tired of these people, and it just pisses me off. Right? And don't worry, like, guys are a lot more simplistic. Right? Don't get me wrong. Guys, they still do the same, but not as many. Guys, on behalf of a good chunk of good guys I know, right? All they care about is love and not being cheated on. That's really all they give a shit about. Like, they just want love. And I really am speaking from my heart and soul as a person who literally and figuratively got to experience love and finding my soulmate at a young age. And we didn't have any of that bullshit. We didn't have any of this you need to drive a Bugatti, a Maserati, a Lamborghini. Like, you didn't have to like have a big, like, huge mansion. Like, we were that childhood love that blossomed. That's the rare and far and few and in between love, right? Where none of that fucking mattered. Like, I remember us making grass rings together. Right? You know how you'd get a big piece of long grass and you'd wrap it around and make it a circle and then put it on the other person's finger, right? We made grass rings. A lot of you, probably going, oh, that's sweet, that's romantic. I know, that's what love's supposed to be. And I probably wouldn't be here and doing what I'm doing right now if she was still alive. So, yeah. Like, just saying, love isn't wallet size or any of the other shit. Love is love, man. And I can't say it hard enough from my soul, from my heart, from my brain. I don't know, where do you want me to say it? From my ass. I don't know. It's pretty much what a lot of people think love is anymore. But, like, life is so finite. It's so finite. And so, yes, I lost her, but I continue to go through life not being some miserable asshole thinks about some cheap or gaudy ring. I cherish those memories. I cherish the sweet and simple things. Like, I cherish that. Sure, would I love to have a really nice, expansive mansion and house and Bugatti and all this other shit? I mean, 1% of me would be like, ooh, but it's just shallow thinking and it's just materialistic bullshit. That's all it is. Because guess what? When you die, you can't take it with you. The minute you drive a car off a dealership, it already loses a minimum of 10% of its value. The minute you drive off the dealership, it lost 10% of its value. The minute you take a ring out of a ring store, it's lost value to everything. The minute you buy it and you take it out of the store, it loses value. Did you know that? So, for those of you who are still here, I appreciate you. And thank you. Hopefully, my purpose in this life now, right? Sometimes I have a really hard time finding my purpose because society beats me down and says, you're not making enough money, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. I feel like my only purpose now in this life, before I one day die, like we all do, is, I don't know, just to give you a little hint of wisdom, humility, humbleness, teach you what life's about, enjoying stopping and smelling the flowers. They don't always have to be roses. A simple, cheap weed that, the little yellow flowers, the little daisies and dandelions. Dandelions is what I'm thinking of. Dandelions, right? You ever smelled one of those? You ever ran your fingertip gently over it and felt how soft it is and everything else? Remember when we were kids and we would give those to like people we cared about? And it had no monetary value whatsoever, but that person felt like it lit up their eyes and it felt like, wow, this person went and did that for me. Yeah, no, that's life. That's literally and figuratively life. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy the simple things, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Catch y'all later. Peace out.